Amit, Amit has spent for these 3 hours, he has spent at least 30 hours plus just to curate what we are going to speak with you, right? What he has designed has taken at least 30 hours. That's the kind of typical input, when you are extremely serious about the value addition to the audience. So, Amit, here you go. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you, Dr. Gangadharan, for having this opportunity. And namaste, everyone. Namaste. So happy to see you all on Sunday morning. And Sachin has already given a brief or maybe longer introduction, which is even I prepared to just communicate in this slide. But I'll just talk more about AI, not like going through again this whole introduction. So I'm going with that mission called AI for Good, which I'm very passionate about, like where people are getting scared and getting somewhere feeling about AI not to use, but I'm just encouraging them how to use AI with more simpler and easier way, which can help you to productive, more focus, and double your intelligence. That's where I call this the mindful intelligence, where you integrate that human element with that artificial intelligence and can merge together to make it more effective use of technologies today. So with that in mind, I know Sachin has spoke about a lot about me, so I'll just skip this slide. Moving into the agenda, since we have already like 15 minutes into this session. So today is going to be the first session, and you will be learning about very basics. Yes, Sachin. Yes.
Your slides are not up. You referred.
Oh, okay. So let me just thank you for letting me know. Uh, is it already shared? Not? Is already there? No? It is visible, sir.
Okay.
Is it visible, right?
Yeah.
Like, yes. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So as Dr. Gangadharan has said, we curated the three sessions for you, and third session is going to be more about safety, staying, how you can be more fraud prevention side of it. The second session will be more about personal assistance, like using practical tools in a daily life. But today I have actually given, even though you are joining this session, you will be getting some sense of session two and session three in this session as well, because I am gonna use very simple definition of AI and how this can help you to make you more better in terms of understanding the technology around you, understanding that how you can use this in daily life. And I have also planned to run some of the demo with you in live using my mobile, and you can use while you're attending this session. So I wanted to give you back something after today's session. You can try it out, because coming from the strong learning mindset, I always feel like whenever we run this kind of session, there has to be one or two takeaways from you for the session. So my humble request is, if you get anything, any questions in any of the slide, feel free to write on the chat, right? We will try to answer each and every questions, but don't think like, oh, I think this is not for me. Think about this is for you, because we have curated that AI is a very advanced, very trending topic nowadays. Everybody is talking about AI. Every organization is moving into that AI. Why not we? So that is keeping that in mind, and we have designed this workshop. And I call this workshop, not on a webinar, because you can practice along with me, and that is some of the group agreement. So this is, there is no question is too basic. We will be having Q&A in the end of the session. We will be curating somewhere around 10 to 15 minutes in the end of the session, and this is about building comfort, not rushing to learn, right? Just take your own time. You will leave today with some skills which make your life easier and safer, which I'm always mentioning. And you know what, the most important thing is your experience is asset here. So coming from the technology learning, but I am presenting this to the so many years of experience people. I think your experience is going to be good asset, and feel free to share anything you would like to have in the end of the session as well, like in the terms of question answer. So what is AI? Like everybody is talking about AI, right? Artificial intelligence, right? Now, it's a simple definition, right? AI is a system that mimics human intelligence to solve problem, and make decisions or generate content. This is a wiki definition. You can find it through AI, right? Very simple. In the chat GPT, you can answer. But actually, you know what? What AI can do is AI is today is actually able to listen your voice mode. So there are four inputs. You can write with the AI. You can take the pictures and send to the AI, and AI can decide and give you the answers. So there are few level of interactions, and there is output as well, right? And how actually AI is using, like where do you see AI in the today's world? Actually, AI is everywhere. Every organization is now using. But very simple nowadays, Google search engine, Chat GPTs, Grow, Cloud, Gemini, WhatsApp. There is a WhatsApp meta as well. I will be sharing you some of the areas how you can play around WhatsApp not only for communicating someone, but you can learn through the WhatsApp as well. It's such a beautiful technology available, but we are not aware of it. You can learn anything from the WhatsApp. If I say you, I will show you one demo as well. And YouTube recommendation, Netflix recommendations, right? So you go everywhere, you will find the AI somewhere in the some form of it. In simple terms again, like let me just rephrase this word's meaning. So of course, AI, artificial intelligence, who can listen, read, and sees and decides. Similarly, used in various tools. So AI is one system used in many systems. Is a one of algorithms, one of program which has been developed for good in the mankind, but people are also bad side of it, the wrong side of it. That is where, as a human side of it, we need to make sure that the intelligence needs to be aware of, right? So continuing with that philosophy, I love this slide because I'm coming from that spiritual background as well. Generally, we have a five senses in human, right? AI has for today, I can say like listen, right? One of the listening mode. So one of the things, so it is a machine. Think about AI is a machine. We hear and understand naturally. AI listens but needs programming and data to make sense of it. That is one. We see and recognize faces instantly because the program is already happened in our mind. AI sees through the camera and lenses learn to match the pattern. So AI doesn't know the but it has some data, so much of data which actually recognizes the pattern, right? We think using wisdom and experience, like reading books, we have a knowledge, we have experience. AI also using that patterns from the large amount of data. So we, even though we call this data in our mind, AI actually have a physical form of data. They have been trained millions of data and they come up with their intelligence. The good part about AI is they are very strong. So if you see the mind here, I can say the human mind is more stronger, but today actually AI is very faster, very faster. Yeah, Sachin, you want to include
I,
here?
I, I would just moment of learning for me. Thank you, Amit. So experiences, right? All of our seniors, we all have experiences in life. For AI, the same experience is converted into data. So we take decisions in for our future based on our past experiences, and that's what precisely AI does. Is that it, Amit?
Absolutely, Sachin. Thank you. Thank you for jumping in. And exactly. So it's if you put the wrong data, AI will give you the wrong output. It's very simple. If you put the right data, it will give you the right output. So AI can listen. So even the last part of it speaking the answer. So AI can answer you with a voice. It has, but AI can listen, sees things and speak, right? But it cannot test as a smell. It cannot like touch. It cannot, they have a limitations around it, right? It's still that connects that human, right? So from the five human senses we have, AI is still weak of or missing with some of those things like smell or taste. I think smell they cannot do, it's a machine, right? Feeling. So one of the biggest thing which I've been always hearing in my conferences whenever I'm get a chance to speak about AI, and I will be covering some of the aspect here in this forum as well. AI can see your face and guess you're smiling, but it doesn't feel whether you're happy or not. It can say nice words, but it doesn't have the heart like we do. That is called emotional intelligence. So always remember that cannot be repressible, right? You train so many of data which cannot get that feeling of, oh. So emotional intelligence means understanding feelings, yours and others, right? Showing empathy and responding appropriate with warmth. It is there right now with AI. Some chatbots are already giving them, but it will be machine. Like you will not feel like pure connecting. And I'll give you some of the examples today where I've seen some of the companion, like people you can find your own friend in the AI, in the chatbot. That and you can talk throughout the day. It is going to be sit with you. You can talk whatever you feel like. Like that is also coming up. That's the reason I mentioned here is not missing completely. Is a week right now, but maybe in the future it will come. We never know, right? Now, let me give you another aspect of so I know Mr. Ramesh uncle, and uh, and I'm going to give you one story here. So Ramesh uncle is very one of my friend of mine, and I'm trying to create as a form of story. So he's 65 years old. Every morning he checks his Gmail. Maybe some of you are already doing the Gmail, right? Or maybe some notifications on WhatsApp, right? He noticed something very important. Emails, the important emails from bank or family always comes on the top, while unwanted advertisements go to the spam folder. He thinks, how does Gmail know which is useful and which is junk? Right? That is AI working quietly in the background. Now, afternoon, somewhere in the later in the day, Ramesh uncle opens YouTube to listen old Kishore Kumar songs. And he likes Kishore Kumar. And after a few songs, like YouTube starts showing him some old classic he loves. Again, he wonders, how does YouTube guess my taste? It happens with you, right? Like most of you, when you search something and it goes into the, oh wow, my this is so generally whenever I want to play some music, I just play on my Apple Play car, and automatically connect the same music, similar rhythm, which I like it. So that is beautiful, right? Maybe you had also experienced it. How does it happen? So AI learns from what you watch and suggests similar videos. Again, remember the data is getting into the AI, some form of it. Now, in the afternoon, Ramesh uncle gets a message on the WhatsApp from his grandson with a voice note. He speaks into the phone and WhatsApp instantly converts his speech to text. This is also AI helping him communicate easily. So I don't have time to write everything, but you can just press one button and it transcribe your voice to text, and it can help you. Even you can nowadays record a voice message and send to everyone, and that is also possible. And at night, he talks to Google Assistants on his phone. What is the weather, tomorrow's weather in Hyderabad? And the Google said, oh, in Hyderabad, the forecast tomorrow is sunny with high, but nowadays it's cloudy. So Ramesh uncle smiles and he realizes AI is not a robot from science fiction. It is like helpful assistants living inside his phone and a computer. It sorts emails, recommends songs, translate language, predicts weather, and even help with so many things already. We are not realizing it. So AI is everywhere. AI is already. So I've just given you very small example of it. Now, connecting back some of the terminologies which today people are talking about that makes AI so complex, right? So these are the like you think about algorithms. So it is a more programming side of it. Like when you create some AI in the corporate, when you implement that AI, right? You need to be aware of these parameters as well, which only the objective to present here is to just to aware of AI has so many complex topics. Understanding is the only missing piece is that awareness and the learning platform, because now the things are changing so fast every day. People are the learnability piece of that AI has been, because AI is growing very fast, but human has their own intelligence to learn because it takes some time to learn, right? But AI is changing so fast, we are actually learning in our own pace. So now what is the gap here is we have our own speed of learning. AI is so growing fast, there is a huge gap of learnability. So that's the reason one of the biggest skills nowadays people are looking for is called adaptability. how you can adapt so fast to learn and to adopt something which is already there. You find some new app today. So for example, if I'll give you example, tomorrow we are closing the WhatsApp. I'm sure it is not going to be, but I'm just take the example. We are closing the WhatsApp, we are closing the YouTube, WhatsApp, or any other common technology is not going to available from tomorrow. We are introducing the new tool now with more advanced feature, with more advanced technologies. So one day you will feel like, oh, I love WhatsApp. I know how to make a status, how to see the status, how to communicate, how to record. Easy, right? Because I have learned in that way. Now somebody is asking me to learn something more advanced, but different tool. That is how it is actually happening. And our mind resists to change in those areas. Our mind says, I'm very comfortable. I know I've been using this for 10 years now. I don't want to use another things. That is where this adaptability mindset will come to it. So you will see the machine learnings everywhere. Chatbots are so many chatbots are coming nowadays. I have counted somewhere around 10 to 15 chatbots already there. And every chatbot is very good. When Chat GPT started this initiative, I think 5 years, 3 years back. Now in 3 to 4 years, there are some of the chat bots are available which is free of cost, even though you don't need it. Even Chinese GLM 4.5 is recently launched, which is completely free, right? You can take that. And now chat GPT version G5 5 version is coming up, which is very advanced and which is also free for certain level. So because of those so advancement, the one thing is happening for us is we are getting the accessibility of the higher technology with the cheaper cost. Earlier the cost was very expensive, the cost is also coming down. Now we have so much of accessibility of voice assistance, face recognition. Even I will show you one example today how you can translate live some of the different languages in your using your mobile. Such a beautiful technology we are living today. It's just a matter of to learn. And it's not like you're learning so complex things. It is how about using some of those easily available things which can work for you. So AI for seniors, the topic which we have chosen, only curated which can work for you because there are so many things as well already there in the market. We don't need to talk about it, right? And these are some of those areas. Now, coming back to the some of the examples. Yes, Sachin, you want to add something? Feel free.
Yeah. No, I was just again thinking and
Uh-huh.
learning. Uh, so basically, most of our uh, interactions on these platforms, as you mentioned, the example of a new tool is coming instead of WhatsApp. And so the most of the nature of our interactions remain the same, but the way we interact is changing.
Mhm.
Is that a good
Very good,
inference?
very good pointers. So the way we in the see so to answer this question, our mind learns some patterns when we adopt something. Like for example, when we have habituated of to using one, for example, I like iPhone. If I go to the Android, I don't feel comfortable initially because the look and feel, and because I have more habituated, my hands are more habituated. That is the area which I am also doing the research is called neuroplasticity. Actually your brain creates the pattern, and that pattern helps you to adopt something very fast and habituated already, right? Now when you get something new into you, first thing is resistance. I don't like it. Oh, this is so complex, this is so much change. Oh, I was so comfortable. So you have that comparison view from which you are already comfortable, and now you are having something which is not comfortable, right? In that scenario, that mindset of adaptability will help you a lot in terms of changing to learn. So the idea for this particular session was to help you to understand the technology is going to be changed, which we cannot control. It is going to be the change. It will be changing. You will be getting so many new tools. You will be getting so much of, and it will be changing so drastically today. So much of change every day in AI right now. But for us as a human being, how we can adapt, which is in it for me. For example, we need to find, oh, there is a technology upgraded already. Oh, can I change it? Oh, I have to change it, or can I change it? There is no option nowadays. So you have to, which means you need to learn and adapt, and then you start using it. Sometimes you have an option of using multiple tools. So you need to decide, okay, this tool is very critical for me and I would love to use because it makes my life easy. It saves a lot of my time. It saves if I just put some effort to use this particular piece, it is helping me, my life becoming more better. Or I'm able to do more in less time. I don't need to effort to type someone, or just need to say something on the voice chat and it transcribe everything. Oh, I just say in command my door security locks with my Alexa. There's so much of advancement is already happening. It's just a matter of, do you aware of that first? If yes, can you adopt it first? Maybe initially it will take time, but yes, with some kind of learning, it can. So that is where I hope I have like answered what Sachin you were asking about. So, and by the way, this slide is completely.
Can I have a word once a
Yes,
minute?
yes, Dr. Ganesh.
Before you go, can we ask any of them, at least one of them, to tell us something that they've learned? Any of
Sure.
them can volunteer to tell so that we are keeping track of their learning, abilities.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
I can
Yeah,
do
please
that.
go ahead.
Yeah, see, one
Please.
thing is that yes, he has very
Please take
clearly.
only 2 minutes, sir. Take
Sure,
only
sure,
two
sir,
minutes.
sure, sure.
Thank
You
you.
1 minute should be sufficient for me, sir. See,
Thank you.
one thing I tell you very clearly that he says that technology is changing. Don't be worried about the various terms, etc., etc. Technology is changing, and the technology can be easily learned by you. It is very essential that you learn the technology so that you are able to survive, because you cannot stop the technology from changing. These are
Beautiful,
all the major points made by himself so far.
beautiful. You got that. Beautiful. Because that's how we need to adapt. Very, thank you so much, sir, for sharing this. This is
Thank you, sir. So you are very, very expressive, sir. I should appreciate you for that. Thank you for
thank
that.
you. No, thank
Go
you.
Jam,
ahead. Go ahead.
ju-
Now, sir, you can go on. You can go on. Yeah.
sure. So
Tell.
just to add to Jambunathan sir, absolutely, technology, we do not need to understand the full picture of how the technology was built. For example, we drive cars, right? How many of us know how the engine works, right? So we need to know the application of that technology and a few jargons which are needed for us to interact with each other to understand it better. So application is more important than the background technology. Thank you, Jambunathan sir. Yes, Amit,
Thank you, sir.
please.
Thank you, sir.
And this
Very
this
kind of.
this brings like my I have a 7 years of old daughter, right? Now turned 8. And you know what? Like generally I learned from her the how her mind is adapting because now these kids are, your grandsons and sons are very fast to learn in the mobile, right? Even very fast, right? Because their mind is so fresh to learn and adapt very fast. But when we gradually increase our age, when we grow to the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, the learnability piece sometimes getting slowed down. That is where we need to do an extra push to learn at least what is in it for me, which is very, very important. Like, so that is where we are bringing this knowledge. I know Venkateshwar has some raised his finger, so if you can feel free.
Okay, quickly. I won't take more than 1 minute. Know the value of the time. I appreciate this session, enjoying. But having said, I'm reasonably okay on technology. As somebody said, let us not get into how exact is happening, except get to know just application. Number one. Number two, I don't think we should get scared of jargons. And if possible, people should teach us without jargons, which I think you are doing, Amit. I'm happy about that. So people always get scared of jargons. And because of that, they become nervous. So I think if these two are sort of, put it in their mind. And lastly, as we have as senior citizen, we have done quite a lot of things. Right? We have learned car driving, we have learned this, we have learned that, we know how simple computer operations, everything. So I don't, same thing should get applied and we should not get worried or nervous about it. As simple as that. It's
Beautiful.
just an extension. Tell your mind, I am going to do that. Take it from me. I think we can do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Venkateshwar. So, in the first few slides, we've added the your experience is asset here, and we are rightly using your experiences here. So, thank you so much for adding in that filler. So I'm just sharing this slide, which is like some of the examples we generally use today. And if the reason I kept this slide, I know where we're using it. See, every slide, you know, the faces of here is actually not a real human. This is generated by few prompt. And you cannot compare this humans in with anyone. Maybe some faces are similar to someone, but actually these are not human. Some of the areas which you've been thinking about using that AI nowadays, it's your mobile, right? And I'm going to use that mobile with you because it's always with you as connected device. How we can use mobile as a best friend for you using some of those technologies, right? Like for example, like connecting with your family over video call. Most of you are already doing it. Some of you are having this Google Voice or Alexa or those kind of devices at home where you can ask some questions and chat about it when you're alone at home, when you want to learn something, maybe you can ask something which can be very interested, and I'll show you. Even today I can show you how you can talk about some different languages as well. Like I don't know Telugu, I'm in Hindi, but I can talk to in Telugu with chat GPT and he's transcribe everything in Hindi. My daughter knows Telugu, so we are just communicating using some tools right now. Those kind of experiences beautiful, right? And ChatGPT is like a very, like, we used to have a Google earlier. Now nobody is using Google. Initially we were using that habituated, oh, if you want anything, go to Google. Even my wife still does it. She is mechanical engineer. She does it, but I always say, why you're doing Google? Remember, we are habituated to use the same technologies in our mind already, right? We need to change. There is something has to be there in the mind. Oh, let me try it out. Let me see what is there. Once will be difficult. Second, oh, I think I like it. Third, oh yeah, it's very easy. I like it. I love it. Yeah. That is where the, so I'm just trying to compare that mind of the adult, like senior citizens, the kids, they learn very fast because they're not afraid. They just go and try and figure it out, right? Sometimes we get afraid, oh wow, I have so much of experience. If I click here, what happens? That's a good. That's a wisdom we have. Kids don't have it. But there is a other side of it, because the more you try it out, and with some limitations, I will share with you how you can apply with more. So that's the reason we have created this workshop where you can try it out with confidence in your mind. Oh, this is not a fake. This is, I can try it out. This is what we can do it. That is where we are moving right now. And you can see this, there are everywhere right now. AI is at home entertainment. When you see the Netflixes or some of the live streaming, you know, the recently we had a India England series, test series, 5 test series. I don't know how much of you watch cricket. I love cricket very much, right? And the Hotstar is Geo Hotstar nowadays. They generally have the live streaming, and you can see 43 crore people are watching together. How it is happening? So earlier the bandwidth was the first term. Oh, the bandwidth is not there. Actually, that is, so your live streaming is converting automatically the bandwidth and utilization based on that AI. What does it require at your home level, with the bandwidth of your home? That is how that AI is working in the backend to make this accessible to so many people through live streaming. Think about 10 years back, nobody was talking about the live streaming of the cricket. Doordarshan, DD1, Star Sports was the primary broadcasters. Nowadays, everything is happening live streaming. We are having this session live stream on the YouTube right now. Things are moving so fast. Is that my mind is also moving or not? Or we need to move it or not? Or I don't want to move it or not? You need to think on those lines, right? And now let's move at one technology you use every day. And maybe I can enable, ask you to respond on the chat. I know I've been talking a lot and hearing, but I just wanted to listen to you. One technology you use every day. WhatsApp could be one of the answer, but ChatGPT 4, very good. I guess that's a very nice to see. Open for any more inputs here in this chat box if you're able to type, or you can unmute and just say quickly as well. That's fine. Yes,
Yeah.
Venkat?
Can I?
Yes, yes, please.
I think, use Meta. Sometimes I use Chat GPT. And
Okay,
the very Google map I use in the car, it made my life so easy, believe me.
beautiful.
Any place, I need not stop the car and say, hey, how do I go to Malleshwaram? Or how do I go here? You just, and another point I would like to, it's only sharing, not that others, my fellow seniors are not aware. many times we use AI, but we don't know that we are using AI.
100%. Absolutely, you're right.
If
Yeah.
very Google, lot of people know how to search Google, but that's also part of AI. But they don't know that they are using AI. They think AI is something very sort of high tech
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's beyond us. That's a point I want to say. So I'm like me. I'm sure many people using technology every other day. You connect to via video to talk to your children in US, and then so many things. So I
Right.
think if I'm not wrong, all this come part of AI.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Vatsala mentioned about the Google Translator, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
Yeah.
I think even our telephone calls, the mobile calls are also only AI, because we just click something and it automatically gives the call. And
Yes.
there is
Yes.
AI tool available in every mobile also.
So nowadays, a lot of automatic calls are happening, which is
Sorry, as somebody said, wonderful thing is something comes to me in some Sanskrit or some. I'm able to sort of translate it to the language I like.
yeah,
That's amazing.
right, right.
Thank you.
So great. I think I'm hearing that Badri is saying ChatGPT, Amal sir is saying Google Gemini, Perplexity. Wow, Amal, I'm hearing so many good like Copilot. Yes, beautiful. Exactly. See, so there are
Sir, sorry,
yeah.
quickly. There are so many things available. How different are they? How reliable are they?
Mm-hmm.
When I
Right.
ask some
Yes,
information
yes, I
to
will.
ChatGPT
So
or
we will be sharing the details in our next couple of sessions about this tool specific things. Which tool
super.
in it for you? What is
That's it.
for you in this so many tools? I will be
Thanks.
sharing the list of all tools, and then you will find okay, this is probably is more preferred for my style because see today one solution not can fit for everyone unless it is only one solution, but now we have an opportunity to have so many different tools are available, right? Some people like ChatGPT, some people like Perplexity here, Google Gemini, there are many other, so we'll be sharing those details as well, right? So great. Let me just talk. So these are the like, see, again, I have asked in Google, what is the trending apps in India right now? And these maybe some of you have already used this, and most of you are already using one or two application from this, right? Like Instagram, WhatsApp, phone pay, Google Pay, YouTube, Netflix. So these are like top apps in India right now, and every and single app here is using like AI right now in the backend. Every single app here. If this app would not have been using that AI, they were not in the trending apps in India because they will be getting lost. Some other apps are so that is how the competitive world, right? Like happening, and I like this comment like how I think mindset is important. Yes, Badriji, that's a very important, right? And there are even more even earbuds that's provide. I think Sachin can take care of that meeting chat, like so I can continue with my flow, and then we can take the question and answer in that end of the session as well. Yes, we are using AI in every day. So let me just give some kind of myths like generally people are having nowadays, right? And one of the very big myth today is AI will replace human. Do you think so?
I tell you, see, one small example I tell you, sir. When
Uh-huh.
typewriter was invented first time, they said that all crafts will lose the job.
Okay.
As it only has it happened. Typewriters are also that people are also working.
Very true.
Yeah, that's
Sir,
what.
I remember when computerization was very good. I agree with Mr. Jamunathan. When computerization, when I was young, was introduced in LIC, LIC staff went on strike saying they will all lose their job.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that? My to
Thank
question
you. Can I
you,
can I can I can I interrupt, please? Can we have Mr. Amit complete the session? Then we can have a session so that his
lovely,
flow doesn't get affected. I hope all of you appreciate it. Thank
lovely,
you.
lovely.
No,
Yes,
but
sir.
Thank you.
thank
Thank you.
you, Dr. Gangadharan, and thank you everyone.
Thank you.
I like the energy. I like this kind of conversation. Definitely, we should.
Fabulous. It's fabulous. Yeah.
That is exactly we want because we want to have this interactions over there because definitely let's have one dedicated time. Maybe we'll find 15 minutes in the end of the discussion and we can talk more about it. So I will be covering some of the areas. Maybe you have question around it on those areas, right? So it will cover in the session. So AI will replace human is a very common terminology nowadays, and people are getting afraid just to see the word of replace here. Actually, AI can generate flood of ideas or creative through the draft, turning. It cannot replace complete human, but it can replace that skills which human is not learning. Always remember. So people who will learn that AI as a skill, and the people who will not learn that AI is a skill, it will replace that person, because people will be adopting who can do more faster work, more productive work using the technologies. That is there, which is the hard truth, right? Now, the another myth is always people talking about AI will take away the jobs, and that was what we were discussing, right? It still needs human judgment, because see, AI has created by something, right? Think about, you have kept ChatGPT in front of in your mobile, and you don't do anything with it. You just keep this. Will take it any job from you unless you ask for it, right? The judgment element. We call this wisdom or intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence only works with human intelligence can interact with them. If you ask something, they will give you faster, 100 times, 1000 times faster or better result. Unless you don't ask. So, like the AI word, and which I will be talking in the next session, called prompts. What you feed in, it will get out through the prompts. So we need to learn how to make the prompts very stronger. Today, most of you will be asking, oh, can you help me? I want to go to Manali. I want to book the hotels, or this. That will give you the result. But if you ask in the structured way, I want to go to Manali, I have a specific desired 3 or 5 star hotel, only this area which is connected to the hill, okay, and I want vegetarian food nearby, or I want this. When you go more specificity, the result will be more stronger, because AI is depend on me, not itself, right? But actually, it is learning so fast in the back end. So you can take the advantage of it, because so many people have searched about their data already. So you get something, but so if same information, if searching two people, it is a way of asking the question will differentiate here. That is where the prompt engineering will come. I will talk more about that in our next session. Today is just a basic. AI knows everything. People say it, oh, AI knows everything. Actually, you know what? AI has a lot of mistakes which need to be verified. Sometimes you get the result and they are so. The biggest problem with that AI is it's so confident that any wrong information can also project it like it is very, very true because it is generated from machine. And somebody inserted the wrong information in the back end. You always remember every of the chat GPTs or Gemini or Perplexity you use, in the bottom they write it. AI can make the mistakes. Please verify the data. So AI knows everything. Even he knows my daughter's name as well today. If I'll ask what is my daughter, but I have somewhere used that word. That's the reason they have. If I say, oh, my daughter is not with Asta, her name is there, they will change it, right? So always verify that human intelligence needs to be there. That is where we should not 100% dependent on the technology so it can replace you. We should give something to that with our control. That is called your judgment or your wisdom, your experience, right? Always verify it. And AI is too complicated. Like suddenly people, so see, there is a reason people are putting AI is too complicated. Again, I just mentioned about the mindset because we are moving so fast. There is no time to learn, because earlier we used to have, when I graduated, 1 or 2 programming languages, and people are getting expertise into those. Now there are so many things are codings are happening through the AI. You don't have time. So the biggest challenge today, AI is actually helping us to not to think problem solving. The biggest challenge. Kids, the freshers today, the Gen Z or Gen Alpha nowadays, actually my daughter started thinking about solving that maths problem through the AI now. I scolded her. Why? You should not. Think, you apply your brain. This is also needs to develop somewhere. So the problem solving elements has to be there. right? And that is where the previous slide I was talking about. You need to verify. You need to use your trust, your intelligence, right? So AI is not too complicated, by the way. AI is such a easy. How? There is a prompt. I can help you. You can ask ChatGPT or any of the tools to learn any of the topics like 9 years old, and they can teach you one by one in such a simple way, right? This is exactly you can use it. So use it AI for AI to learn. Use it AI for anything you want to learn in the world right now. And that is the biggest advantage of using AI today is you have so much of access to the data, which used to take so much of time earlier. So to yes, like few years ago, if you want to research on some topics, you have to go Google Scholar, search every papers, read it. Now today one tool is there, it will give you all the papers, comparison, give you the differentiation, and give you the exact this is what the area you need to find. The niche, finding niche, problem statement in this research can give you like this, which is not there in the market right now, which you need to plus. So we call this becoming AI as a brainstorming tool. You need to brainstorm, unless you, so you need to, so think about AI is a fast running car, like very fastest car in the world right now. You've been using your own cars or maybe two-wheelers or cycles before, but this car won't stop. You have to know how to drive. This will be continue, otherwise other people will drive and take away. There are many cars are available right now, so you know which car is comfortable for me. I need to drive, I'm very comfortable it. Maybe sometimes you need to switch the car as well. You need to be ready, you need to be confident, oh, this is my red color car, I love red, I don't change my car. Actually the mindset has to be there. Okay, I know this car helped me till today, tomorrow this that another car is there, I need to drive, I need to learn the drive, but this car has some more advanced features which I don't know. Maybe I have to, so curious of learning mindset, that the adaptability I always mention, right, has to be there somewhere. So how do you feel to have a tool that helps feel safer, more connected, and more independent? It's just a reversal of the positive side of AI, right? Nowadays, AI has been used to seniors stay safe and independent. AI tool reduce loneliness and stimulate the mind. AI enables our early health support and emergency alerts. There are many gadgets, AI-enabled gadgets, AI detector tools are there. AI simplifies daily life through hands-free tech. There are so much of there, right? Now I'm shifting that gear. AI has so much advanced for us, it's a best friend for me. Now there is another side of AI as well, which we need to be aware to not get in fraudulent side of it. I'm just touching some part of from the our third session. So I'm going to play one video, right? This video actually from the outside of India. It is actually I try to correct from India, but it is actually happening in India as well. And the idea for showing this video is not to scare you, to make you more aware of what can AI also do in the space of scams, right? What is happening, and I'm sharing some of the data which can be more feel like, oh my god, this is also happening. Oh, this is also happening. People are taking advantage of using AI and to get the fraud for the senior citizens today, right? So I'm just using it, sharing this video. Let me know if you're able to watch the video or not, the with voice or not.
The voice saving.
Can you see? Can you hear the sound?
Yes, sir.
What
We
else?
are hearing. We are hearing.
So this
Yes,
is a
please.
five-minute video. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna play, watch it, and I will be sharing some of the area how we can avoid this as well in the first couple of sessions. But today as well, I will talk something around it.
Gone. He fell victim to an old scam with a very new twist. Crooks using artificial intelligence to rip people off. Welcome back. I'm Mark Brown.
I'm Giovanna Lotta. You're watching Eyewitness News at 5, live on ABC7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. We often report on phone scams that con artists use to get at your money. Now they're taking advantage of AI to make their scams even more believable.
Eyewitness News reporter Carlos Granda explains how it works and what you can do to avoid becoming a victim in this 7 on Your Side investigation.
I look like a fool, I feel like a fool, but I don't care. I want to help everybody that I can possibly help.
Anthony, who doesn't want to give his last name, says that's how he feels after he was scammed out of $25,000. It all started when he got a phone call that he believed was from his son.
Dad, I had a horrible accident. I ran into a woman who was pregnant, carrying a child inside of her. She was rushed to the ICU.
He says after a short conversation, he hangs up and gets another call from someone who says his name is Michael Roberts and he's a lawyer. He then tells Anthony he needs $9,200 for his son's bail.
He said, you need to get $9,200 as fast as you can if you want your son out of jail. Otherwise, he's in for 45 days.
Anthony says he did try to call his son back to verify all of this, but the call went to voicemail, so he assumed it's because he really was in jail. So Anthony rushes to the bank to get the money. He says to avoid suspicion or any holdups, he tells the bank it's for a solar panel installation and they approve it. He then gets home and asks his daughter to call the person identified as Michael Roberts.
And she says, we've got the money. What do we do now? He said, don't worry, someone will be at the house. It'll be an Uber car any minute. And with that, there's an Uber car.
This surveillance video shows as his daughter takes the money out in a manila envelope. They check the license plate and the driver to make sure it is a legitimate Uber driver. She hands over the money and the driver leaves. Then the phone rings again, this time a different man who says his name is Mark Cohen and he's another attorney involved in the case. He says the pregnant woman died.
The bail has been raised, Mark Cohen says, another $15,800 to $25,000.
So they repeat everything again, getting more money out of the bank and giving it to yet another Uber driver who picks up the second package. Anthony says as things calm down, they start searching the internet and doing research, and his daughter tells him the bad news.
And says, Dad, I hope I'm wrong. I think you have just been scammed out of $25,000. Never even crossed my mind.
Police say this type of scam is not new. Variations on it have been around for years. But they say now using new technology, those calls or notifications can appear more realistic than ever.
The scammers are just becoming more clever and sophisticated. They are using social media and technology to craft these very believable and convincing stories, and people really do believe they're talking to a grandchild or a government official.
In this case, Anthony says when he first picked up the phone, it sounded exactly like his son.
It was his voice. It was absolutely his voice, Carlos. There was no doubt about it.
Police say that is a new twist. Artificial intelligence, AI, can be used to impersonate someone's voice, and it sounds just like the real thing.
They call, and I know when you answer and it's a scammer, there's silence, and they want you to say hello or anybody there. All they need is 3 seconds of your voice to input it into AI and clone it.
And thieves can also use your social media accounts to get information about you.
They'll go through your video posts, and if you or a loved one are speaking, they can grab your voice that way.
Detectives say they can't give out too much information about this case since it is an ongoing investigation. But they say usually in these cases, the drivers that are hired through Uber or Lyft are not typically involved in the scam. They're unaware they're even part of it. In this case, Anthony says the callers kept making it sound that there was a sense of urgency. They tried to keep him off balance.
They moved me so fast. I never had a chance to do a second call unless I were to say to them, hold it. I'm stopping this whole thing for a minute. I want to talk to my son. I don't care if he's in jail or where he is. I want to talk to my son. You don't think that way. You don't.
Police say never send money to someone you don't know, even if they claim they're a government agency or financial institution. Those places will never call you and ask you to send money immediately.
But most recently, they've been asking victims to deposit money into crypto ATM machines or transfer money into crypto accounts. So if you receive a call and they're requesting you to do any of those things, that is an immediate red flag and is probably a scam.
Anthony says he feels embarrassed, but he hopes by telling his story, he can help others.
That's my message to everyone watching, to protect themselves and their own family. And that's why I'm doing this.
Uh,
Amit, you are not
your
audible.
voice, your voice.
Sorry for that. So this is the video which actually gives a lot of eye-opening, which is happening, and this is the 8 months old video, by the way. Today, what is happening, you know what? I think people are making a video of you and sharing it as a video call. Oh, exactly look like you. Like now, Google View I is coming 3 and 4. The videos are making so faster. Like instead of so that media assets, they just take your photo and they can make the video with your voice and everything. It looks like real. So these are the data actually, and the idea here is to not like to make you feel like scared, but it is just to make feel of aware, right? So like study across Delhi, NCR, Mumbai, Pune, and Chennai, Bangalore found that 77% of India over 60 use smartphone for messaging like WhatsApp. Post COVID has increased a lot. What happens because of that? They become a target for people like people are not using the AI. Digital literacy gaps remains deep because what happens over 90% of senior wants to learn, and I'm just putting my like magic here. Helping India found like Help Age India found that over 90% of senior wants to learn WhatsApp, net banking, and Google Maps or Google Play, but 60% of them feel their children don't have time to teach them or they don't have enough resources to get to learn them. And that is where this is going to be help you to learn by yourself. That is where that I was telling you how to learn, right? You need to adopt. And scams are like everywhere, like so in Andhra Pradesh actually there is a so you search on the Google like digital arrest word, right? Scams through fake authority calls making up to 40-50% of cybercrime cases in the same cities are happening in Andhra Pradesh. Similarly, in the different areas like in Pune, 2.6 crore in digital arrest scam gone. And these are the one in a while cases actually. But what is happening is AI is having the good side of it. AI also having the some of the areas which you need to be aware of whether it is a good or not, because nowadays OTP scams are there. Like even there are a lot of apps when you feed your data, it's somewhere you can get caught by hijack. Or so we need to be aware how to use AI with the trusted, and that is where I will be helping you to get into those lines as well. But the good part of it actually AI is emerging is to the save the day as well, like because Google and the AI, so Airtel, if you have that Airtel sim, Airtel has invented or created that AI fraud detection blocker, so they automatically block the calls sometimes which is giving you the spammer calls. Sometimes it is giving you so much of the, like like sometimes I get 5 or 50 or 60 spammers. So even today, if in my mobile right now there is a 112 missed call, the number it is there already is 112 missed call. Most of them are spammers, right? Like most of them are spammers. How to detect that? Truecaller is the best way using AI nowadays to get that. And if you are using iPhone, it is still difficult because iPhone, and there are some of the apps like voice note nowadays, right? And iPhone people are using the voice note. Generally, you don't need to take the call unless you feel like to take the call. There is a voice note. It will automatically, oh, I will call you back. So you can verify and check and then call back. Versus sometimes unknown calls are coming from different numbers. So you need to aware of whether this is anytime whenever you are getting any plus outside of +1 or +000 or something like that. My recommendation is not to take those calls. Just get it back and just it will come to you through the WhatsApp and somebody say hi, how are you. There are many ways people are trying and to get in touch with you because your numbers is already sick. There are some of the websites where you can feed your number or your email. They will tell you this number has been already breached by these websites. This number has been already shared with many people already, right? So that is where Google aims to prevent 20,000 crore in fraud this year and next year, mid 2026. AI is prevent to up to 20,000 crore in cybercrime losses. Similarly, we have like AI emerging, so many things are happening at the same time. AI also emerging to protect all of us, and that is where we need to learn. Now, with the respect of time, I know we have only 20 minutes. I just wanted to make sure that I can give you most of this session. So I just prepare one quick demo to show you. And let me just take example of the Google Lens one. I think some of you have already used the Google Translator, but this tool can help you to learn any language if you are able to read it some of the products are coming in Chinese and you don't know what does it look like, what does it mean for me, right? I recently went to Mexico and I saw there is a lot of Spanish and I was struggling, but I use this tool a lot to travel, mostly travel. When you don't find any other, like if you, I'm a Hindi person. If I go to Bangalore, there is a lot of Tamil I need to read, right? Similarly, in Hyderabad, still English is there, but you need to read some of those some of the terminologies. So let me just share my screen and do let me know if you're able to see on my mobile screen. Um, I'm just trying. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So this is my mobile. You can see some of the data which I'm going to use. So I'm just going to use the Google Lens, searching on the Google Lens, right? And I'm going to use, so I was in Japan for a couple of years and I learned Japanese a little bit. And I'm just trying to use this Japanese textbook which I have, right? And it has a very good Japanese and everything, but I just wanted to give you some kind of real example. How does it? This is the page. Of course, it is little bit of, yeah. So it will give you, it will select the text and then will ask you translate. Now it is already translating everything in the Japanese, and you can listen to this as well. I don't know whether you are able to hear it.
Introduction to Bega's Haiwiu. Is Japanese difficult? Is it difficult to communicate with Japanese people? No,
Do
that's
you
not
able to listen the sound?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. See,
the case. If you learn the appropriate words and
now
expressions
you
for the
can translate
situation,
this to even Telugu, right? Even different languages, even some of the form of it, like even in English right now, I can translate to this Arabic, right? So you have this, all the resources are available right now,
مقدمة ليتوصل إلينا مرحبا. هل اللغة اليابانية صعبة؟
right? There is a
Amazing.
there is a very good tool called Twin Mind, which is this, which actually take care of all of your notes automatically. So this is all of my notes, right? Like I had this workshop planning yesterday call, and we had planned something, and even Dr. Gangadhar and Sachin is not aware of this. I have
How do
all,
I how do I go to the language, sir? Quickly.
yeah, okay. So again, see, first of all, you need to install Google Lens.
Okay.
Google Lens is one of the tool which generally is available on the Play Store, and right.
Right.
It is also available in the Google app, which is this
App.
one.
It is available in the app, sir.
Yes, it is also available in the Google app. So if you click on this, it is giving you the AI mode, right? But it will also have this feature, right, where you can click on in the bottom this icon. I think this particular icon. I cannot in the bottom in the chat option, and when you click on this, it will automatically detect the text in the different language, and it will help you to translate. So this is how the Google is, you can use it. Even nowadays, like these are some of my handy tools. I don't want to go into this tools detail right now. I just want to give you one or two, but don't worry, we will be having the detailed session for all of these tools in our third session, which we are planning as a hybrid. And I will curate some of those top tools which you can use, how to access, how to install, where you can invite, or maybe you can do together with me. But today it was not an agenda, it was just
Yeah.
like I wanted to make sure
In
that
fact, after the session, if Amit's time permit, we can take Mr. Venkatesh question at the end in terms of actual showing the language conversion and all.
okay. So again, simple. Google Lens, I'm just sharing it again. Go to the Google Lens. Actually, I'm able to comfortable to find it by this way because I have so many apps. So generally, I search it with like this. I'm sorry, I'm just Google Lens. So it will give me this one. If I click this Google Lens, it will automatically open the search and it will give you option to translate. See the bottom. If I click on the translate, it will translate automatically. See, I have chosen that Arabic earlier. Now I can choose maybe Telugu. I don't know how many people are Telugu here, maybe English or Hindi. Let me just find Hindi here. I'll go to Hindi. Yeah, even Gujarati is also there. I don't. So this will give me the translated version of Hindi for this particular text, and I can listen to this as well.
परिचय विनती करना यह वाह क्या जापानी कठिन है? क्या जापानी लोगों के साथ बातचीत करना कठिन है? नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है। एक बार जब आप
and you have play around with any
That's really useful, particularly when we go to different places where
yes,
the signboards are that regional language. We
yes.
literally struggle, and this is really this is a learning to me. Even though I know about it, but I learned it from you. Thanks, Amit.
Oh, most welcome. And that's the purpose. That's the purpose. So this is one. And again, I have another tool. You all are using the Chat GPT nowadays, right? A lot, right? But what happens is when we don't have time, and when we, generally what happens, most of us don't have a good speed of typing, right? So in that scenario, you have a small blue icon in the bottom right, and some of you are already using this. If you click on that blue icon, it will enable the voice assistant for you. Hi.
Sure, I can definitely do that. If you have any specific requests or preferences, just let me know and I'll tailor my responses accordingly.
Hey ChatGPT, can you give me some background about Bhagavad Gita in Telugu?
Absolutely. The Bhagavad Gita is a 700 verse Hindu scripture that is part of the Indian
Can you
epic
give me in Telugu
Mahabharata.
language? Telugu language, please.
సరే తెలుగులో మాట్లాడతాను భగవద్గీత అంటే మన భారతీయ సంస్కృతిలో ఒక అద్భుతమైన గ్రంథం ఇది మహాభారతంలో భాగంగా ఉంటుంది దానిలో కృష్ణుడు
ChatGPT,
అర్జునుడికి ఇచ్చే
मुझे हिंदी
బోధనని
में बताओ,
వివరిస్తుంది
हिंदी में बताओ, हिंदी में.
जरूर मैं हिंदी में बताता हूँ भगवद गीता एक 700 श्लोकों वाली हिंदू ग्रंथ है जो महाभारत का हिस्सा है इसमें भगवान कृष्ण
तो
और
उसमें
अर्जुन के
मेरे
बीच
लिए
एक
क्या है? मैं क्या सीख सकता हूँ? भगवद गीता तो बहुत सारी है, बट मैं क्या कर पाऊंगा उसमें? ये बताओ.
भगवद गीता से आप अपने जीवन में कई तरह की सीख पा सकते हैं ये आपको मानसिक शांति तनाव से निपटने की क्षमता और जीवन में धैर्य और संकल्प रखने की प्रेरणा देती है साथ ही ये आपको सही निर्णय लेने में भी मदद करती है
Amit,
Okay.
you are troubling AI too much in in a light way.
This is
It's
how.
like magic. It's like
That's
magic.
lovely.
Okay,
What a
ChatGPT.
joy if you know the technology. The life
Yes.
is a joy, I tell you.
And
I
you know
don't think,
what? This is also ChatGPT is also listening this your
yeah.
feedback.
In
Amit,
fact,
I have
once
got
I
only one
argued with
question.
the AI.
Amit, I have got just only one question. See,
Uh-huh.
I don't know that language. How far I'm sure that the AI has translated it correctly. This is my doubt. See,
Sorry.
because it always says that I may be wrong. Therefore, I am depending on the translation given by the AI. If the AI is giving a wrong translation, then I am out. And therefore, I am not able to use this without knowing the other language. Number
Beautiful.
one. And number two is that even with regard to this Google Map, I tell you there are many people who have just brought their car into the lake because Google Map also makes mistakes. Therefore, I think it can never replace human intelligence. That's my submission. Thank you.
absolutely human intuition and judgment are irreplaceable thanks for sharing that perspective it's always great to have that human touch in everything we do
So see, your question actually ChatGPT also listen. I'm just trying to stop this now. But I just want to say like two or three demos and then I think I'll answer to your question, come back to you. So ChatGPT, what is my daughter name?
I don't believe I have your daughter's name on record yet but
Yesterday,
if you'd like to share
so by the way, yesterday actually I have deleted this information from the ChatGPT.
got it feel free to share whenever you're ready and I'll make a note of it in the meantime if there's anything else
So
I
can you help
with
me? Can you help me to? So I want to go to beach near to the Hyderabad, and I'm planning to go in weekend. Can you help me how I can plan with my family?
For a family beach trip near Hyderabad this weekend, consider visiting Sri Lanka Beach in Bapatla, Andhra Pradesh. It's about 320 kilometers away, roughly a 5-hour drive. The beach has a wide shoreline and is safe for swimming. There's also a high.
So ChatGPT, enough talking. Can you tell me any joke? I'm feeling very sad today.
Of course, I'd love to lighten the mood. Here's a little joke for you. Why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. That brings a little smile to your face.
Can you tell me joke in my language, Hindi?
जरूर एक जोक सुनिए एक आदमी डॉक्टर के पास गया और बोला डॉक्टर साहब मुझे भूलने की बीमारी हो गई है। डॉक्टर ने पूछा कब से? वो बोला कब से क्या? उम्मीद है इससे आपका मुंह थोड़ा हल्का होगा।
Thank you. Thank you. See, this is how, and whatever you're writing, and it is actually already transcribing everything here, right? Like every response, everything which is already here. This is exactly the technology means, and we will be using a lot in our conversation so far. But let me just stop mirroring and coming back to the session. So see, technology is a beautiful, but also the I don't know because my screen was blank. I don't know who asked this question, but like that is where this human intelligence piece will come into this. Whatever the information which is coming to you, you need to be aware whether it is correct or not. Right? Question about Bhagavad Gita. We have a literature. I'm sure because many people ask us about it. The surety of that knowledge will be more higher accuracy. However, some of the knowledge which is not available in the market and you're trying to search, like example of Google Maps, right? Google Maps actually works with the data. And in India, what happens is, and it is very, in India, it is because that constructions are happening, roads are broken, which is very dynamic in nature, which is not structured in nature, right? Because AI will learn only with the structured information, which is developed by the people who are in the developed nations, because they think about something like in San Francisco, there is a car which is without driving. Like you book the car, it comes to you that there is no driver inside. It will open the door for you, but they are driving very very safe. This is the safest driving. They haven't done like they have tested like 1 in 999,000 time testing. Only one accident happened, which was very minor screen. That level of safety is there, right? So think about we are living in the country where things are changing very fast, developing nations. Some of those technologies like Google Maps, if you're searching in the Hyderabad city or Bangalore city, you will find the most accurate information. But when you're thinking going outskirts, where the villages area, the rural areas, there absolutely you need to trust your gut as well. You need to find, validate a lot. Is it the highway? So I'm just coming on those areas. Similarly, some of the information which you can think about validating with multiple. So generally, when I use ChatGPT, I have multiple tools to validate it. I don't trust only one source of information, right? Because you're calculating it. Okay, I have test Gemini, Grok. So when I do some of my work, I keep 5 6 windows. Try and test. Try and test. Oh, this information is giving. Is it correct? So I will also help you to give you some of the prompts which can give you the exact true, like not I can say guarantee you 100% true information, but close to the accurate information, and which will also give you where this ChatGPT response are unsure about the information. You need to validate this information with source. This information I am collecting it, you need to verify it. Those kind of possibilities are also there. So you don't need to see, oh, this information is not correct, or I don't. You can ask whether this information is correct to the source. Can you give me the source of this information? The data which I have presented you previous slide is through ChatGPT, and I validated through my backend as well. I went to those sites, see it, read it, because I wanted to present this, right? So for me to validate is very important because I'm presenting it here. So you need to understand which element you need it. So with that in mind, I just wanted to give you another tool which is called AI for that. And this is a very good tool where you can search. It is a Google search of AI tool, and it looks like if you are searching for email, you can just write email there, and it will give you the which tool you should use. Some of you might be having question. I mean, there are so many tools. Which tools should I use? The first thing is, are you comfortable with any tool? You feel free to use it. But at the same time, you need to find it the right tool for you, which we will talk more about. So this is a glimpse of the next session, right? Which is closing to the session is I wanted to make sure that each one of you who are in this session right now, my only request is today when you are in Sunday, when you go back after this session, just apply one simple AI task you want to do this week before we meet. Maybe translator or chat GPT, right? Maybe you can just go for Google Assistant. I want to close this particular workshop, and I know we have only 5 minutes, or we can extend. You know the Bhagavad Gita, I love reading a lot. So I always quote this. When mind controls you, is your worst enemy. When now I can replace that mind with AI nowadays. When AI is is in your control, you'll become your best friend. Right? Simple. Artificial intelligence or human intelligence. The mind, right, is the same. Now use artificial intelligence with your human intelligence. It will be your best friend ever. But you need to make the friendship with that person, with sitting with you. Otherwise, if you don't make it, this person will grow very fast. And maybe somewhere this person will become your enemy.
Yeah.
Right?
So, Amit, on this data front, just one quick idea. Most of the experts, subject matter experts, institutions who are tasked with that data, or owners of that data, they are constantly verifying the questions that are coming up to give the authenticity to the output which is coming out from AI. So when somebody requested, say, I don't know this language, and I'm not too sure if the reply given to me in that language is correct or not. So that is constantly getting verified for each word that
Yes.
is getting translated. So
Yes.
yeah, it's a gradual process,
It's
but that's
improving.
happening.
And you sure that after 5 or 6 years, 10 years, you will not have that problem of data, because when it started ChatGPT, it used to give the data of 2 years back. Now, actually, you're getting the data for last month as well. So you can ask what is the trend for future stocks. I know how many of you are doing the stock trading. Perplexity is a good tool to get that investment or ideas and learn about finance. Very good tool. Think about those kind of. So you need to find which tool it is for you. So
Can you come back again on the
Sir,
tool?
I have a question to
Can you
ask.
come back again on the tool?
it is perplexity.
Sir,
I'm just writing it here.
please.
Sir, I have a question to ask, sir.
Can you hold on for a minute? Let Mr.
So
Amit
just
finish.
last
Let Mr.
last
Amit finish.
slide. Thank you so much, everyone. So generally, I call myself like the mindful intelligence area. That's the reason I'm covering so much of stuff of human and AI together. And I am running this newsletter on the LinkedIn. Feel free to subscribe if you want, and you can get a lot of ideas around the AI. I generally publish it. So thank you so much once again. I'm open for any questions you have. Any suggestions?
Sir, can I?
Once more, can you show
One
that?
minute, sir.
Sir, I am
One minute.
GV Rao.
1 minute. Please hold
Once
on.
more, can you show that old screen?
Please hold on, sir.
Sir?
I just want to acknowledge. I want to acknowledge Mr. Nagendra Prasad presence here. Mr. Nagendra Prasad is a 95-year-old person who's attending this session. It's enlightening to see a person at 95 years sat through last practically 2 hours of time to listen to you. I would like to acknowledge Mr. Nagendra Prasad now. Now we can go to questions and answers. Amit, would you like to tell us how long? How long? The questions will keep on coming.
Sir,
my only
will you give
request.
me a chance to ask one question, sir?
Yes.
I'm G. Veerbhadra Rao, sir, a retired principal. I'm running an institution of gerontology, trying to help the elders in re-educating themselves in AI tools and other things. Can you tell me how should I take up this work, good work that you are presenting it forward from my institution as well?
We definitely, I can open and talk further. Maybe you can get the number from my contact details, and then we can talk offline on that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So you are talking about some tool that you are using, that information that you are providing. Can you show that once again so that we can take a photocopy of it?
Any tool information, any tool, don't worry. We will be taking 1.5 hour session for tools only next week.
That I agree, sir. But
Yes.
you are showing your email ID or something like that where you are running something.
Oh, yeah. So that is the mindfulintelligence.com. So you can just click on this link. You will be able to find my LinkedIn, and you can also connect there. And my information, my email ID, I'm also putting it here. If you want to touch base, we can, if you have it. And definitely Sachin and Dr. Gangadharan will be arranging the session. If you have any, so they will be giving you that email where you can ask the question, and we can curate it and reply to you back in the next session as well. So that is also going to be help a lot.
So mindfulintelligence.com. Thank you, sir. That helps.
Any question for the today's session?
So there are quick two questions. I'm just adding from the
May I?
chatbot for you. Yeah, just hold on one sec, sir.
Yeah.
There are two quick questions which Amit can answer. What is the AI companion, and any tools on the which work on the mental health, and then we
Very
can
good.
take the question.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think that's a very good. So generally, when you say AI companion or mental tool or mental health, next session I will help you to design your own set of tool using ChatGPT. For example, if you want to use ChatGPT for mental health, you can train ChatGPT to become a mental health advisor, expert who can only answer from the mental health point of view. This is my passion area where generally I talk about mental well-being and mental health in the corporate. But actually, ChatGPT is a wide. So there are plenty of tools, but I don't want to give you a specific tool for only this. I will let you to learn and design your own tool based on the needs. For example, mental well-being is one of the state. Second is state, oh, you want to talk to have some jokes or some kind of funny person who is talking with you every day. That is also there. There is a well-being advisor for you. There is a Ayurveda advisor for you. There is an astrologer advisor for you. Now, let me just give you one another demo. Is it okay with you? Like using WhatsApp, I can give you the demo.
Please.
Okay, sir. Okay, please go ahead.
I know we are over time, but I can give you because since this is an important point to today. I wanted to cover this in the next topic, but everybody's using WhatsApp today,
Yeah, everyone.
right? Okay. How many of you using the Meta AI there?
Meta I am using, sir. See, it almost whatever we get in Google Drive, Google this thing, I'm getting it in Meta. And
Oh.
something more than that also.
Okay. Now what I'll give you, you can find specific tool inside the Meta which can only talk to you specific areas. For example, mental well-being, right? Let me just show you my screen again. And is it okay if I can just take this demo to 2-3 minutes? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just. Dr. Gangadharan, it is okay if I can extend this for 2 minutes?
Go ahead, please go ahead.
Yeah, all right, all
Please
right.
go ahead.
So I'm just sharing my screen right now.
Yeah.
Do let if you are able to see it.
Remaining, will you be able to complete?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are just 1 minute or 2 minutes. Okay, let me just.
Okay. Welcome.
Okay, so can you
Yeah,
see?
you can.
Okay, I have a WhatsApp, right? In the WhatsApp, we have whenever you go to any of the chat, for example, I'm just taking the chat of this, right? So you can generally you have all of those features, right? But you see this icon, this icon,
Yeah.
this is Meta, right? This Meta AI is actually a chatbot which is developed by Facebook and which actually gives you all the result. But here you can find some of those information which is very specific.
Correct.
It is already giving you, I want to write a birthday wish to someone, right? So this will give you the birthday wish. Now, see, it will help me. Happy birthday, help. For example, you are asking for mental well-being, right? There is a top corner, top right corner, if you see in the top here, the four blocks, top right corner, this one. Can you see this? If you click on that, now here we have a lot of boards already. Now let me search for you. Mental.
Correct.
See, know your mental age, mental health support, right? I just click on that and I'll paste it. There are start message. Is feeling overwhelmed, needs stress relief tips. It will give me the stress relief tips already here. See, what's causing the stress? Over using technology. Let me use this word. Nowadays we call this. I also run this program called digital distractions free awareness, where you can know how too much to use. So how much time do you spend on the screen daily? 6 hours. See, now it will give me exact what I need. The reason I'm sharing this with you, you have the tool available. What do you usually do on the screen? Work. They are not giving me the answer, by the way. See, remember, they will give me very curated answer to me.
They are funneling it.
Yes.
The more and more question asked, they can be more
Exactly.
specific.
Is your work always busy? Yes. Now it will give me exact answer. Do you think you can take a break? No.
Sir, don't you think that then the elderly person have to spend more time screening to it?
Very good. This is a good question. So you also have an option here. You can, there's a bottom right corner, right? This one. So see, whatever I'm talking, it is already writing here. You're getting my point?
Yeah.
You don't need to type every time.
Right.
See, it's already giving. So let me just paste this one. I don't know what this information this will give me. So just play around. I see you mean about a work. What do you do? So there are so many tools are available here. See, you can find there are so many tools even for like market research, or maybe let's take the word stock
Yeah, so
market.
this is like a coach for you in certain sense, right?
Exactly.
And also a companion. So it's in between somewhere there.
Yes. So the only question here is you need to use your own intelligence, first of all. To trust the stock market newbies, just start investing in India, any tips, India stock market. If I just click here, it will give me any information on the stock market. Sensex, Nifty, what do you want to know? I want to invest. See, you can just try it out. There are very good tools already in the WhatsApp. You don't need to have ChatGPT parallelly. Again, go to here in this icon. If you see this icon, right? And then you will find this tool. Once you start writing something, and you will find the top, this one, this icon, right? All right. So great connecting once again, everyone. So I will be taking more questions. We have to wrap this call up now, and then we can go to the next call where we will be having tools discussion.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Amit.
Thank
It's
you
been
for an excellent
extremely.
session, sir.
Thank you.
God bless
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much, Mr. Amit.
Thank you,
I think
Mr. Amit.
there are quite a few very enthusiastic senior citizens here who are already familiar and willing to beautifully share everything. At the same time,
Sir,
we are also very keen to reach out to people who are not aware of this. It's
sir,
very
will you give
important.
me a
Can you
chance
hold on, sir?
to
Please
just
hold on,
for
sir.
one
Please hold
point?
on. When I'm
Last
talking,
point.
please hold on, sir. When I'm talking, don't talk, sir, please. So I would like to thank all of you for coming in, and also thank Amit for taking a lot of efforts to sensitize all of us on this program. And we would look forward to two things. Number one, kindly reach out to people who are not familiar with AI among the senior citizens and to register for the next program. At least they will learn something left over in the next two sessions. We are very keen on doing that. Number two, I think the time is already up, and I think Mr. Venkata Rao wants to ask a last question. We'll stop there. After that, we won't take any more sessions. And Prabhakar and Sachin, be very nice of you to really spend time and then get this program organized. And we would like to close it at this point of time. Thank you.
Yeah. Sir, two quick questions. My history of questions which I ask, will that form a profile and could be exploited?
So we will cover this. This is a called memory. Like you can create your memories. You can also have an option to delete the memory in the chat GPTs. We will share that what needs to be taken care of while using that chat GPT, which cannot bring some of the information on your personal side of it. So they have an option of privacy.
Right. Next question, last question. You are telling about your doctor when you're doing, I said, why are you using this? Why don't you use the brain? Something like that. I entirely agree. But how do we prevent them from doing that? That's they it's an easy route. Anyone, human beings are basically lazy. That's why we invent a lot of things to do shorter. So what happened? They quickly go there. So I mean, it's a very tough question. How do we prevent them from sort of using them only for certain thing and not for other things?
Mr.
Of
Amit,
course, I know.
Mr. Amit, can we handle this question next time? And I think we have to ask Mr. Veerabhadra Rao wanted to say something. I abruptly ended it. We'll answer Mr. Venkatesh next time when you come.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you, sir. Only just one information I want to pass on, sir. I'm the post-retirement. I am working as a gerontologist because from Tata Institute of Social Science. So I'm taking forward this idea of chat GPT and AI tools. I wanted to collaborate and take forward. That's what I wanted to appeal to Mr. Amit Soni, sir. So that's why I thought of taking a chance to request you, sir.
Thank you very much. I think anything else we would like to have next session. Thanks once
Yes,
again for all of you of joining us. And Mr. Venkatesh, your question will be answered by Mr. Amit Soni next time. Thanks a lot once again,
Thank you, everyone.
and Prabhakar and all of you for
Thank you,
acknowledging.
Gangaran.
Good day. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Gangaran, Dr. Soni, Mr. Soni, Amit Soni. Thanks a lot for
Thank you so much.
arranging such a
Thank you,
nice
Divya.
program. I really enjoyed it. Thank you both.
Thank you, PBR. Thanks, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot once
Bye-bye.
again. Have the nice
Thank you.
time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
Thank you, everybody from Nepal.
Yeah. Excellent, sir. Excellent session.